But the minute you get to that solution of having figured it out, you then find the next thing that you need to figure out. Because actually, what drives me is the problem solving, not the solution, in a sense.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good description of any creative project. If you knew what the end result was going to look like, it wouldn't be a creative project. And whether it's writing a book or making a painting or designing clothing, I would think it doesn't matter. The essence of it is you have to figure it out. And that is the fun. It's sometimes I think of it like a creative project is like an adventure
Yeah.
because you can't have an adventure without a goal. You need something like find the lost ark or the treasure or whatever, but it's not about the goal, is it?
Yeah. And I think that's the thing is the last couple of years, I've only just figured out that it's not about the goal because for me, before I realized this, the problem solving was about me trying to get to a place where I had it figured out. But then realizing when I got to that place, I was like, oh, now I need the next thing.
The
Okay.
solution to every problem is in the next problem, right?
Yeah, yeah. So
Uh,
maybe that's something that's been a thread that I hadn't realized until very recently that's been a thread throughout my life of stepping into the unknown because I want to somehow solve some kind of problem. Like you said, when I do my research, it was questions that I was asking rather than having a finished product there. Yeah, subconsciously, maybe I'm just asking questions all the time.
that's wonderful. It's like this, I think it's not always true that at the end of every creative project you have a new question or a new problem. Sometimes you make something you feel pretty good about and you put it out there and the next thing is not so clear. But one thing that's I'm struck by is whenever you talk up all the stuff that we've talked about, you you talk a lot about not just creativity, but the business of creativity.
Mm,
Like when you're working with enterprises or when you even your first idea for Bracket, it was about bringing business thinking into the creative world. Or so how do those things fit together for you, business and creativity?
yeah, yeah. It's interesting. So